Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Wow. Okay, this has been a long time coming. It is currently December 2019. The last time I uploaded was May, I'm pretty sure, May of this year. I just wanted to take the time to sit down and film this video because there's been a lot of changes, a lot has happened, and I think it would be kind of strange for me to upload a lot of vlogs because I was so far behind, because a lot has happened and those vlogs kind of wouldn't make sense to put up, I suppose. So obviously the last time I was vlogging, I think I was getting ready to go to America. We went to America, it was amazing. I have a lot of footage. I do really want to make a video like I do most of my trips and festivals and stuff. I also don't know if it's worth me putting up any vlogs, but I just wanted to put this video up first to kind of explain a bit of backstory with a lot of the changes, I suppose, that have gone on. So just quickly, we went to America. It was amazing. It was crazy. It was so much fun. I liked it a lot better than Europe, I think because everyone speaks English, so I felt a lot safer, believe it or not. I was a little bit nervous to go to America because of the guns and stuff, but it was completely fine. I didn't see any, and it was great. EDC was incredible as well. Completely different experience to Tomorrowland, but it was an experience of its own, like two completely different things. You cannot compare them. So I'm glad that I got to experience both. So that was amazing. We came home and then I can start updating you guys with everything that has gone on. Haven't spoke about a lot that's gone on until this video, like since it's happened, so forgive me if I get a little bit raw and emotional. When we got home from America, I can't remember if it was the night of or the day after. It was the night we got home. So we got home during the day, like mid-morning. Everything was all good, we were chilling, and then my mum called me and told me that my family cat, Max, whom I've had for 16, 17 years, was really, really sick, and she was gonna take him to the vet. So he's obviously very old and he'd been, you know, kind of getting on for quite a few years now, but he was fine. Like he was just really old and, you know, had a bit of a hop in his step and was just sleeping a lot more and, you know, normal stuff that old cats do, but he wasn't really in pain or anything. But my mum said that he just wasn't himself, so she wanted to take him to the vet to get checked. I said, all good, no worries, just update me when you get there. Didn't really think anything of it. I just, you know, like let me know how he goes. I'll come see him when he gets home. So about half an hour later, my mum calls me in tears. She's an absolute wreck and tells me that the vet thinks it's a good idea to put him down. Because apparently, I can't even remember now what was wrong with him. He had fluid on his lungs and I think he had a few complications that if we didn't treat it now or put him down, it would just get worse for him and he'd be in a lot of pain. And so, you know, together we all made the decision to kind of put him to sleep peacefully where we could all be there and he wouldn't have to be in pain later on because he was old. He was very old. He did very well. So we all went to the vet together. There was about 6 of us in the room with him. And we just held his hand and gave him pats and spent time with him before they did it and while they did it, because I didn't want him to be alone. It was so hard to be there, but I didn't want to leave him. And it just feels so weird, like knowing that he's not here anymore. And knowing that you'll never see them again. I had him for 16 years of my life, and he came into my life
pretty much when my parents divorced, so he's been a huge comfort for me my whole life. And it just hurts so much that he's not here.
So coming off a 4-week trip to come home to be told that your childhood cat or your childhood pet needed to be put away was obviously devastating, and it was really sad because my mum said that for the last 2 weeks that I was in America, he really wasn't doing well, and my mum said that he held on until I got home to say goodbye, and mum said as much as it killed her, she wanted me to come home so I was able to say goodbye. So obviously I was a mess, and Pete and I went to the vet to see mum. I called my brother, he came down, my stepdad came down, and there was about five or six of us, including the vet, in the room with Max. And you know, we stayed with him for like half an hour, just cuddling him and petting him and talking to him, and then they came in the room and they put him to sleep. I absolutely refused to watch it because I didn't want to watch the life leave his body. But I held his hand. I didn't want him to do that alone. My mum watched it, so did my brother, and they held his hand as well. But I held his paw and I turned around and just like buried my face in my brother's chest while we all bawled our eyes out. And it was honestly so fucking devastating. It was really sad, and obviously a lot of people have lost pets before, so they can understand, but I'm glad that he went. If he had to go, I'm glad it was that way, because we all got to say goodbye. He was surrounded by us and he went peacefully, and we got his ashes in a little urn, and the vet wrote us a really beautiful card, and I was fucking traumatized for like so long after. Like, I just would not stop crying. My mum gave me his pillow that he slept on, and it stays on my bed, but I'm at peace with the fact that he went the way he did. I suppose it was a good thing. Now I'm a little bit blurred as to the timeline of the next loss I had. It was honestly like maybe a month or two later. My friend Anastasia, committed suicide, and that was fucked. She'd been struggling for years. I met her through work. I only knew her for 2 or 3 years, but I knew that she struggled, and it shook everybody at work, as it would. My friend Anna, unfortunately took her own life on Friday night. And you start replaying all of the conversations you've ever had with them. And you can't help but feel guilt. Like, is there any way that we could have helped or stopped this from happening? There's obviously like quite a few people at work who are just devastated and in shock. And it just makes you think, like, you never know what's going on. Like, she'd spoken about it previously for a couple of years. So it was always something that people were trying to help her with, but you just never really contemplate it happening. Like, I keep going back through photos and all her posts on social media, and you just never know. Mental health
we're supposed to not be scared to talk about it, and people need to realize how fucking real and raw it is. And it's supposed to be confrontational when people talk about it, because people need to understand that it happens and it's going on all around us every fucking day. And if we're tiptoeing around it, or we're not talking about the shit that goes on in people's lives and the effects that it has, it needs to be treated seriously.
I think suicide is just so hard to comprehend that I can't imagine being in that mindset where you think that you have no other option. And that's what killed me the most is, you know, you play those guilty thoughts back in your head, like what could we have done to make her feel like she had someone, or make her feel supported, or make her feel loved, or whatever it was. You start going through those guilty mindset motions, and again, like, it's hard to talk about. Like, you know it's happened, and things like, obviously Christmas has just passed and New Year's coming up. It's events like these where you think of people that you've lost, and you think of their families, and it doesn't get easier. It's really, really hard to think about, but I hope that wherever she is, she's at peace. So I lost my pet, I lost a friend to suicide. Then in end of August, I'm pretty sure, not engaged anymore, Peter and I made a respectful, mutual decision that we were better off friends. We still respect each other. I just don't think we were in love anymore. And not to go into too much detail because it's nobody's business, and you know, we respect each other enough to not go into too much detail, but no one did anything wrong. It was a very mutual decision. We had a very grown-up conversation, and a hard conversation, might I add. It was a very difficult thing to come to terms with, that the last 7 years of our lives together and being engaged, I think it was really good to kind of stop at that moment and say, you know what, we've had an absolute blast the last 7 years. Thank you for everything. You know, we both, I like to say, good people, and had a really good relationship, and I think it was easier to part now, before we were married, before we had kids or anything like that. And just said, you know what, maybe this isn't the right thing for us anymore, and let's just part as friends. And it's honestly, it was very hard at first, and it was very upsetting, but I think we're both coming to terms with it, and we're both happy. And I can't speak for Pete, obviously, but I'm happy, and you know, a lot of new changes, and I think that's all the detail I'll go into with that, because yeah, I respect that that's between Pete and I. I have a lot of respect for Pete, and I'm very grateful for, you know, I wouldn't be the person I am today without him. So I'm very grateful for the memories and the experiences and everything we've done together in the last 7 years. So yeah. In coming with a breakup, there is a new house. So I'm in my new house currently. I moved closer to the city, so it's a little bit more central, and I'm being more social, and yeah, it's been fun. Like, I'm coming out of my shell again and becoming my old bubbly social self. And don't get me wrong, I still like sitting on the couch playing my games and hanging out with my cats, who are behind the camera sleeping, by the way. Nico and Nala are still here. So it's been really good to find my independence again and kind of just find what I love again. Like, I lost interest in so much stuff, and you know, became really boring, and it's just been really exciting trying to go on adventures and understand what I really like doing and what makes me happy, and finding who I am again, as corny as that sounds, but it needed to happen, and it's been really, really fun. So new changes this year. Obviously, last time you would have seen in the vlogs that Siobhan was doing IVF and she was pregnant. She gave birth to her little boy Hudson. My goodness, he is the cutest baby ever, and I'm not just biased because she's my best friend, but he is friggin' adorable. So that's been super crazy. I'm so proud of her. She's doing an amazing job. It's obviously a miracle baby, and she is just over the moon, so in love with her little man, and so is everybody else. So that's some exciting updates for this year, because I know some of you were following her IVF journey. So I just can't believe that he's here. Like it was incredible. It's so beautiful that she actually has a baby. I literally just got home from lunch with her, and he's so cute, so freaking cute. I officially, holy fuck, so many changes. I resigned from my job. Woo! The one that I always complained about. I was always stressed, I was always upset. Toward the end, it was really shit. In the beginning, it was really good. It was exciting. I was motivated. I was empowered. I got a lot of promotions. I climbed the ladder, and then it all just, yeah, it was crap. And I stuck around for longer than I should have, but I finally grew some balls and I resigned like a week ago. Whew, fuck, that feels good to say. I am super scared. I got a new job in a completely different field. So I'm going into the unknown. I'm excited to learn new skills. I'm excited to go out of my comfort zone. Like I preach that to so many people about getting outside your comfort zone and, you know, getting a job based on what you'll learn and blah, blah, blah. So I took my own advice. I quit my job and I got a new job. I start in a few weeks, so a little bit nervous, but I will be vlogging everything for you guys. So it's really exciting. It's been a fucking crazy like 6 months, I'd say. A good 6 months of a lot of changes. But yeah, I suppose the final update is I have a new bae. So I have been seeing someone. His name is Adam. We have just had the most incredible time together. He is just another version of me, but a boy, pretty much. We have so much fun together and we're really, really happy, and he'll be in vlogs with me hopefully next year. My 2020 plan is to get back on the vlog train because it makes me super, super happy, but that's my bae. Bae is beautiful. So I'm super excited to see where that goes. It's obviously still new and fresh and exciting, but I am really excited just to be happy and be excited, and I just cannot wait to see where that goes. And we're just having fun. Like it's just so nice to be excited, I think. I'm like sweating because it's freaking hot in my house. I have to close the door and turn the aircon off because there's construction going on next door. Juice. But yeah, so excited for new bae. He is just amazing and he looks after me, and yeah, I sound like a sappy person in love, but I am. It's really, really good. I'm really happy, and yeah, I cannot believe how many changes there's been in the last 6 months. So yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to update you guys on. Oh, it feels so good to be in front of the camera again and vlogging, and yeah, I can't wait to see where 2020 takes me, or where I take it, because I'm in control. Oh, fuck. So yeah, this is me. New year, new me, literally fucking crazy. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys to come along, and let's see where 2020 takes us. Thanks for watching.